Hello, homeschool friends. Right as a fly buzzes around me. Welcome back to my channel. I am Ashley with Crazy Brave homeschooler to a 7-year-old and an almost 5-year-old, 5 years old in just 20 days. So in this video, I wanted to give you guys a quick update on our language arts, how it's going for my daughter, who is my 2nd grader. And then I wanted to show you our lesson from today with our McGuffey reader and how we're using that to really cover the majority of my daughter's language arts. So I'm going to give you just a quick update on like how it's going and what we're doing, or if anything has changed from my last McGuffey video. Okay, so we're still using them and still loving them. The McGuffey's Eclectic Primer is the book that we are on right now for my 7-year-old. We are just kind of taking it nice and slow, how I assumed we would, and we are currently on lesson 12, so that's the lesson that you will see today. This is the reading program that has worked the best, and I guess I say worked the best because I've had the least amount of resistance or pushback, and I see my daughter's reading improving and growing. So I have not had any pushback on this since we started these well over a month ago. I think we're probably coming up on 6 weeks maybe of using these now. And it's going really well. I don't exactly know why she likes them more than anything else that we've done, but I'm also not questioning it either. I'm very happy that we have something that's working. I honestly just want to see this continue to work because I really want to use all of the readers in the McGuffey collection, which is 6 readers, throughout our entire homeschool. It's like my dream. But obviously, we just have to take things one day at a time. So right now, this is working. You're going to see a lesson of how we're using it. We are still pairing it with the original McGuffey's First Reader Companion Notebook. This is referring to like the original McGuffey books, which we don't use. We use the revised. But this works for either, and it's working really well. So you'll see how we do that in one of our lessons today. I'm no longer using the really adorable schedule that I made up. I don't have it with me, but I can show a screenshot of it. I had come up with this like weekly McGuffey schedule on Canva, but I was finding that like I just couldn't commit to what I had written for each day. Some days there might be words that we needed to review that she did poorly during spelling. Some weeks we're covering 2 lessons in 1 week instead of just 1. So instead, I am just using a blank notebook for my McGuffey notes or schedule. And then each day, I will, after our lesson, I'll write down everything that we need to do for the following day. So that might be starting a brand new lesson, or it might be review, or it might be, we need to hit more grammar that day or more copywork. So it's just like every day is kind of different. And so each day, I'm just kind of writing down what we need to do in this. And that's working better than having like a set schedule. And then to pair with our McGuffey lessons, sometimes I reference this. So I kind of went through, we were using this last year and we got through the first like 20 lessons or so. I'm really finding that I don't need to cover all the lessons in this. I went through, I kind of made note of everything that she is like supposed to know by the end of first or second grade. And so I have notes of all that, and then we're just kind of hitting them as we go. And you'll see that in this video, how I hit some grammar in her McGuffey lesson. So we're just using this as a reference, but I am really glad to have it. Very glad to have it. I really like this book. And then just to mention a couple other language arts components that we have sort of brought in. Handwriting with the Good and the Beautiful, level 2. We're just kind of doing this really slowly. She's only doing a couple lessons a week, and it's really just to help her handwriting improve, but we are doing plenty of copywork with the McGuffey book. So this is just some like added practice to her form. Something we just started this week is that we are circling back to Blossom and Root Language Arts. This is a program that we used last year. We used 25 weeks of this, and then I was unsure how I liked the remaining books and stories. So we put a pause on it, but after kind of reading over more of the stories, and we're kind of like changing our feelings a little bit on fairy tales, we're kind of finding that they're actually pretty great for a lot of reasons. I think that we're just enjoying them a little bit more now. I think I was just kind of concerned about some of them being a little too vulgar or too scary, or sometimes I just wondered how much my daughter was getting out of them. Like, she actually really likes more real world stories. But regardless, I've kind of been reading through the rest of these and have decided that we should circle back, that I really want to finish this program. So we are going to finish the geography portion of this as well. So it's only 10 more lessons. We're going to be doing our narration. We've started doing the little mini poems that we weren't doing last year because my daughter wasn't reading yet. We'll probably skip the copywork, but and then there's like this whole little geography portion on country studies. So I think that'll be kind of fun because we're not really doing any world geography this semester. Okay, so that's going for the next 10 weeks. We just started it yesterday, and already my daughter has wanted to read a couple stories out of this. And so I'm really glad that we're bringing this back around. I'm especially glad that we're bringing these books back around because our chapter book read-alouds this year so far have totally tanked. I am just like, I'm really surprised because my daughter really likes being read to. And she typically has gotten really into chapter books. Well, me reading them anyway. So I'm going to show you guys what we've tried. Okay, so this I didn't actually read out loud to her. I pre-read this and decided that it was just a little too mature. But we're doing a Native American Heritage Month study, and so I thought this would be great, but I pre-read it. I don't think it's right for her. So instead, we were going to do Island of the Blue Dolphins. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, well, this is pretty mature too. I have a friend, another homeschool family who has a 7-year-old. They read it. They loved it. She said her 7-year-old is typically a really sensitive reader. My daughter is like kind of on the fence, sort of sensitive, mostly not. And when I showed this to my daughter, she was like, yes, I want to read that. I think it reminds her of Kaya, the American Girl. We got to page 450, and sorry to give it away, her brother passes away in a very violent way, and my daughter was scared. So she did not want me to read any further. I think that this has like a really gorgeous message of forgiveness. And so I'm bummed that she couldn't get past sort of the horrific way that the brother had died. I'm hoping we can come back to this when she's a little bit older because I think that she'll like it, but maybe we just weren't ready for it. So I'm trying to find a read aloud for our Native American study, right? Not this, not this. Then we tried The Indian in the Cupboard. This was one of my favorite books growing up. I think I remember really liking it. Well, we started reading it, and she was kind of into it in the beginning, and I was like, oh yeah, I totally remember this. But honestly, we were both getting pretty bored. She doesn't typically like when like toys come to life or talking animals. It's just not really her thing. So she just wasn't super into it. And we got, a bit into it. We got to page 50 and we put it down. And you know what? Honestly, my rule of thumb when I'm reading a book is if I don't care enough about what happens to the character by page 50, I typically will put the book down. Like, I have to really start caring about that protagonist. So I was okay with that because I also didn't think it was all that exciting. Then we went for, okay, so I did find another Native American book to read. We're going to read Adopted by Indians. I don't have it in front of me, so I can't show it. Apologies, but I'll let you know in an update how it goes. So then we have The Hobbit. Okay, so I even got the guide from Hearth Magic, which is a shop on Etsy. They're like a Waldorf shop. I've never read this. I've never read anything by J.R.R. Tolkien. I thought we would try it. I didn't realize it's way above her head. It was above my head. It's definitely an older kind of language. So I don't totally mind that. And I think we could have stuck with it had she been a little bit older, definitely. And it was my idea to put it down because I was like, this is too mature. She might have kept going, but I just figured I think we need to wait on this. I think it will be a better read when they're a little older. The guide was really fun. We got through the first couple chapters of this and we did some fun stuff. So I am planning to come back to this absolutely when the kids are a little bit older. Okay, and then the last chapter book that we have tried is The Water Horse. Oh my gosh, my kids couldn't get into it. Like, I couldn't either. We were so bored by this. Like, it felt like the full, I think, again, we got to page, I don't even think we made it to 50. It just felt like the whole book was like about feeding this water horse. I don't know, we couldn't get into it. So, our chapter book read-alouds so far have totally tanked, unfortunately. That's okay though. I have, really my plan for chapter book read-alouds was going to be mostly spring term because we're still reading our American Girl books right now, which is going swimmingly. So I'm not worried. We are going to, I have some good plans that I think are going to work out just fine. Okay, and just one last thing to mention. I have gotten a bunch from The Good and the Beautiful. I'm not going to show them all to you. I'm going to do a book haul video pretty soon. But these have been great. She flew through my first nature reader, which was very simple. It was definitely below her reading level. Now we're starting to challenge her a little bit with the second nature reader. And she loves nature anyway, so these have been great. We got the readers from the Alpha Phonics collection. We have gotten, Bob Books, the third reader. So we definitely have some stuff to work from now. And then I'll also mention she completed her 20 book challenge. And once she completed that, she got to choose something special for us to do together. I thought maybe it would be something a little more like experiential, but no, she wanted to go to Target and buy toys. So that's what we did. And then our Snack Shack has been going great. The kids get their book tickets for doing reading eggs online, for doing their reading lessons for school, for doing Explode the Code. And then she has to do at least 5 minutes of reading every day, just in her book of choice, but she usually ends up doing 10 minutes. So just overall, the reading is it's going well. It's going a lot better than it was. Okay, so I'm going to jump into this McGuffey lesson, show you guys how we're using it. I will say this is not one of the best reading days that we have had. My husband's out of town. Usually he is there to kind of help with my younger one so that my daughter can focus on our reading lessons because reading just, continues to be a challenge. So it's a little disruptive. It's kind of all over the place. You're probably going to wonder, why on earth are we in a bedroom? It's really where my daughter prefers to do the reading. I don't know why. It can be a little distracting because she's like trying to do flips on the bed, but it's also one of the only rooms where we can like lock ourselves in. And it's just the one that she prefers. And since reading has been a very tumultuous journey for us, I just kind of want to do it where she feels the most comfortable. So anyway, without further ado, I'll show you that lesson. No. All right, Pop, we're going to review just a couple of the words that were misspelled in our dictation yesterday. So can you find the words? Can you find the word nest?
Oh, right here. Nest. Nest. Nest.
Let's see. Why would nest be capitalized? What do you think? Let's try sounding that one out.
This one.
Yes. Do you see why that's nest? Do you see how it's different from that one?
Yeah. Nest.
Okay. Can you please find, let's see. Oh, you know what? I don't have the other words printed out. So instead, I want you to look at this word.
Which word? Nest.
Read this word for me.
Box.
Box.
waving it down.
Okay, can you build the word box for me from memory? With your letters?
B-O-X.
Good. Can you build it?
B.
Wait a minute. What happened to our bees?
Maybe they got
Puppy,
mixed.
where did our bees go? No, those are bees.
Yesterday they were gone.
What?
Yeah. Stop the video.
Okay.
Can we read?
Can you read this word for me?
In.
In.
Spell it. Why is this? Wait, why are they?
Oh, it's because that's probably a U. Do you see why that's the U?
Yeah.
I got mixed up with the N's.
Done.
All right. So, Pop, on this sheet, I'll have you spell. So, Poppy, on these lines,
Done, Pop.
Poppy, on this line here, we're going to spell box.
2, 1. 3, 2, 1, go.
Great. And then on the next one, let's spell in.
Good
And
word.
the next one, let's spell nest.
This is an N.
That's an N, yep.
N-S.
Nice. That's awesome.
It's dead.
All right, Pop, I'm going to have you read this to yourself first, and then we'll read it out loud, okay?
Can this old fox catch the hen? The fox can catch the hen. Bad!
Can
Where am I? Where am I?
you tell me?
Oops, I forgot this sentence when I was reading it to myself.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, so you're right here.
And get the eggs in the nest. Run, and catch the fox.
Excellent. Wait, will you open it back up for me, please?
That's the first story.
I know.
Jeez.
Okay. Can
That's
you
bad.
please point out the question mark? Excellent. Can you tell me the name of what that mark is? Do you remember what the name of that is?
No.
That's a comma. And do you know why it's there?
No.
Okay, so it kind of denotes like a pause in the sentence. So watch me when I read this. The fox can catch the hen and the eggs in the nest. Did you hear the pause?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Can you find me another comma?
Right there.
Yep, fantastic.
Those two, right
All
there.
right, Poppy, can you please tell me the definition of a sentence?
Don't get mad at me when you're taking a video too.
I will. Can you tell me the definition of a sentence?
I can almost let a front flip. A sentence is a group of words that can. A sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought.
Fantastic. All right, can you tell me? Can you tell me what? Can you tell me what a statement is?
I have no idea.
Is true or false? A statement is a type of sentence.
Yeah?
True. A statement tells us something. It gives us information. Pop, can you listen, please? Hey, I told you no bouncing around during reading.
I won't, but I won't do that.
Okay, a statement tells us something, it gives us information, and it ends in a period. So, can you repeat what I just said? A statement tells us something, gives us information, and ends with a period. Can you show me a statement sentence in this reading?
No, this.
So now we are going to do our narration.
Look, Mama, I peeled off that.
It's fantastic.
They're long. I told them they're long. Oh, look at that. Look at that big one.
All right, Poppy, can you please narrate for me what the story is about? Can you please narrate for me what the story is about?
It's about a fox what catches a chicken, a hen, and gets the eggs. But the dog chases the fox and got the eggs in the hen.
Okay. And what is the dog's name?
Hen? I don't know.
Can you look at the story and find the name?
Old fox catch the fox. Hen. The hen.
So, what do we know about names?
Hen can get the eggs. Is it hen?
So usually names are capitalized, right? Always names are capitalized.
Yeah.
So which word in here looks like a name? Rab. Yeah. Run, Rab, and catch the fox. So they're telling the dog, run, Rab. Okay, let's review these flashcards here. Do you remember the sound that this makes? Hey, nice job. Okay. Yep, what's the other one?
Ooh.
And
That letter.
you. Yeah.
You.
So let's see.
Maybe that's better.
It was
Black Widow.
You,
You.
and not really ooh, but more like put
Don't you do that.
bush Okay.
Yeah!
All right, tell me the three sounds.
Ooh, oh, oh.
Nice job. Tell me the three sounds.
Now you do, yeah, Poppy. I want to try.
Three sounds.
Now you E.
It's okay. A, A, those two are correct. And then the last one. And ah.
I think that's the ah.
Yes, it does in words like wash, and salt.
That would be an O.
I know, but sometimes it's an A. And like soda, I know. Okay, stop. All right, last sound here.
Go.
Nope.
No. Go.
Like king or sang. Can you say it? Poppy, put your tongue on the back of your throat. All right, so here's your copy work. Can this old fox catch the hen? Poppy, I want you to sit up and do it on this. Sit up and write on a table.
I see you.
Just ignore him.
That's my pillow.
I know that you can write a lot neater than this, Poppy. Seeing that you're rushing. I'll just say that needed some work. This. Yeah, that's good. This is good.